Hey there, Nathan with CBI and Prinsu. Welcome back to the channel today. Today we're doing another product walk around video, and our featured product is our Tacoma Dakar Series hybrid front bumper for the 3rd generation Tacoma. So let's jump right in and learn all about it. All right, so let's dive right in. My favorite thing about every CBI product is they're all designed, manufactured, powder coated, packaged, shipped, everything right here in our facilities in Idaho Falls, Idaho. We take a lot of pride in designing each product around the vehicle that it's gonna go on. So we don't have a set design for every front bumper and a set design for every rear bumper, etc. Each product is designed around the vehicle that it's going on. This hybrid bumper is no different. So again, the difference between a standard plate bumper and a hybrid front bumper is a hybrid front bumper has a combination of plating and tubing. That's the main difference. The purpose of that is to make the bumper lighter, gives it a much more aggressive kind of Baja desert racing look, and allows you to save a lot of weight, which is wear and tear on your front end components. So if we look at this design of our Dakar Series hybrid front bumper, you'll notice, of course, there's plating in the center section. We use on this particular bumper a combination of 7-gauge plate and 10-gauge. So that's 3/16 and 1/8 inch. It's steel, of course. We've been able to diminish the thickness of the plating on this particular bumper by way of how we've gusseted it and built the winch structure and the bumper structure around the frame mounting. So that's a huge weight benefit for this particular bumper. But again, plating in the center section. As we walk around to the sides, it's all tubing construction. That's the structure of the bumper itself. So the top tube is an 1.75" 120 wall DOM. The bottom tube is a 1.5" 120 wall DOM. And then of course the signature piece to complete every Dakar hybrid front bumper is our plating end caps. Again, the plating does a couple things. It allows the bumper to form into the wheel well and to the fender. It gives you ability to run different widths as far as fender flares and fiberglass flares and still get the right fitment. And it really completes the overall look of the bumper. It makes the plating and the tubing just flow together seamlessly. So that's why we do that. Another key component about the design of this bumper is you'll notice it's not flat. We don't carry the bumper flat all the way across the top. And there's a huge reason for that. If we were to do that, not only do you lose some of the grille here, but you lose the overall styling of the vehicle and it becomes a very basic kind of boring bumper. And so again, we've tried to contour all these lines to fit the vehicle and to accentuate the vehicle as much as possible while providing the off-road benefits like added approach angle and the other features that are part of this bumper. All right, so the next part, let's talk about the details of this Dakar Series hybrid front bumper. This is my favorite part. This is really where a lot of the fun stuff comes in. So let's start right at the top with our center grill guard. So if you take a look at this grill guard was designed right around the flow of this grill. So there's a couple things that come into play here. These angles that come down here on the side, as well as this big TRD Pro logo or the standard Toyota logo that's in the center. This grill guard comes up and goes right through the middle of it, which does a couple things. It doesn't cover the TRD Pro logo or the Toyota logo that would normally be here for that model. And it also doesn't cover the sonar for your adaptive cruise control here. So you still have full functionality of this sonar feature, and you can see the grill, you can sport and show off the front end of your truck really well. This center grill guard has some really nice lines. It dives right down into the side tubes here. Great feature, and to me it just fits the front end of this truck perfectly, even from the perspective, the way it wraps around towards the back here. It's just awesome. If we come down to the center section of the bumper, of course you've got an integrated light bar mount. This is for a single row 30-inch light bar. Again, the mounting is all internal. You don't have to worry about theft. This isn't on the outside of the bumper. People can't easily get to it. They'd have to remove the entire bumper to get to it. But it mounts really easy into some integrated mounting points on each side. Any brand's gonna fit. There's enough adjustability and fitment in there to make that work. If you keep coming down, then you look at this center section styling. We have our CBI standard styling here. So it's a really unique combination of plating, and it gives a lot of contours to the vehicle. The other thing that's really cool is you look down the profile of this center section that recesses in, it follows the shape and the lines of the truck. So it just gives it a really unique look. Unique to all CBI front bumpers is you can mount, in this size range anyways, you can mount an 8,000 pound to a 12,000 pound winch with or without synthetic rope. You can go either way. You can run, of course, Factor 55 ProLink or this Warn option, and you've got plenty of clearance. Again, it's recessed in, so it gives you even more approach angle clearance, and it gives you that really awesome look. You have access to your winch right through these holes on either side, so you can engage the clutch on the winch. You can see the line, and as you're pulling your winch line in and out, it'll give you accessibility there. On the winches that are taller, like the Xeon winches, you can mount that particular winch with the solenoid box on top, but we actually recommend mounting it between the radiator supports on a vertical plane there. It makes it much easier to get to if you need to, keeps it up and out of the water or the crud and protects it a little better, and you don't interfere with any of the gusseting that's going to the center grill here. Final thing that I want to mention on the front section here is, of course, our D-rings. So like every CBI bumper, they're integrated right into the frame rails, which is the structure behind this front plate, and then it mounts directly to the frame rail on the truck. So that's a really important part when it comes to recovery, that you have the right setup from that standpoint. And then nobody beats a CBI D-ring. We've got these CNC machined steel D-rings. They're 3/4 inch thick. They've got the beveled hole, so you can run soft shackles and things like that, and it's not going to damage them. Huge benefit, and they look beautiful. As you go down to the bottom here, there is a relief for your factory toe point if you want to maintain that, or you can cut it off or take it off. We chose to take it off just for the extra ground clearance. And then, of course, this bottom section of the bumper goes right down to the lower support and integrates right with the front skid plate. So you have full protection all the way down to your skid plate and maximum approach angle. All right, so you guys know I love this Dakar Series bumper because it is so racy looking. It just has such an aggressive, awesome style to it. And part of that reason is the lighting that you have here in the wing of the bumper. So of course, the wing is made up of DOM tubing, top and bottom. It's important to recognize that we have a continuous mounting point underneath here, so you can fit any size and style light that you want to put in this area, and you can configure it however you want, which I think is a huge bonus. As far as lighting goes, you can light up the night like you wouldn't believe for off-trail use here. We've got the Rigid 360 series in a 6-inch, Rigid 360 in a 4-inch, plus the SRM. SRM is a flood pattern, the 4-inch is a combo, the 6-inch is a spot. And then just to reiterate on this front light bar, that is a SR 30-inch, and that is a combo light pattern. And then as far as the winch goes, we're actually running the Warn Xeon 10S, which is kind of our go-to on this size of vehicle. We love that winch. Anyways, this side is just so awesome because you can configure it however you want. And then of course, it just morphs right into this plating end cap. You got plenty of tire clearance for oversized tires. Again, you can run different kinds of fender flares depending on what you want, or even an aftermarket fiberglass fender. It just completes that look just perfectly. And to me, in my opinion, it just finishes the overall Dakar Series look. So this is the Dakar Series front bumper, and the side wings, in my opinion, make it all up, make it perfect. All right, so the last thing we want to talk about is weight. Weight is huge when it comes to a front bumper. The Dakar Series hybrid front bumper is going to save you about 30% in weight over the plate version. So this particular bumper is just over 100 pounds. Super light as far as a steel bumper goes, plus you get all the protection of having a steel bumper versus going to the aluminum route. The other thing that's really awesome with this product is the cutting is minimal, so you're going to cut from just under the headlight around to the wheel well. There's no cutting in the center around the grill itself, so you retain all of that. And the installation is really quite simple. We have install videos on this particular product that show you exactly how to cut it, exactly where the bolts go, how to install it. It makes it super easy, so you can do it yourself at home, or if you want, you can pay somebody to install it for you. The Dakar Series front bumper is an awesome one for your Tacoma. I highly suggest it. Gives it a super aggressive look, and to me it is a great way to save a lot of weight and still get all the protection. We appreciate you joining us for this product walk around. Stay tuned, we've got plenty more product walk arounds going on that we're going to be releasing. If you'd like to ask more questions on this bumper, comment below, let us know what questions you have. We'll get those answered. And stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the trail.